Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so here I am. I've literally finished my 12-hour World Tournament stream, but I haven't got a video to go up today, other than technically a 12-hour VOD, so got to record something to go up on the channel. So we are going to look at the awakening for the TEQ GOTENKS that we got as of today when the World Tournament started. Old World Tournament reward card, finally getting his TUR awakening. He seems like he could be decent, potentially. He does infinitely stack attack and defense. He does supreme damage, lowers defense. His passive, he gets attack and defense 100%, changes AGL spheres to TEQ at the start of the turn. Then he gives youth allies 1 key, 20% attack, 10% defense. Fusion allies 1 key, 20% attack, 10% defense. This is cumulative, so if the unit is youth and fusion, they get 2 key, 40% attack and 20% defense. Then, if you pick up 3 orbs, he gets an extra 100% attack and defense. If you pick up 3 TEQ orbs specifically, he launches an additional attack that has a medium chance to become a super. And then if you pick up 5 TEQ orbs, he launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super. So, in theory, if you pick up 5 TEQ orbs, you should get both of those, which means he's going to do 2 additional normal attacks, but one of them has a 30% chance to convert into a super, the other one has a 50% chance, and then you have all those chances to trigger his hidden potential as well. So, I haven't given mine any skill orbs, because I don't really know how much I will use him. I gave him a little bit of additional, little bit of crit, little bit of dodge, because he's primarily going to be used as a support unit, I think. And obviously, because he's just got his awakening and I never really used him much before, he's not link leveled at all. So he is on the 200% team for Majin Vegeta, because he's on Majin Buu Saga and Gifted Warriors. And obviously, he's going to work very well with the Gotenks units, which realistically, we do need a new Gotenks at this point, right? And I mean, we can see here, this is already actually a really bad setup for us to be able to get the TEQ Orb. We can do this and see what TEQ Orbs we get. But in terms of the links that we share with this Gotenks, we've got Fused Fighter, Over in a Flash, and the Innocence. Because strangely, I think, is this the only base form Gotenks in the game? He has Over in a Flash instead of, like, Prepared for Battle. Normally, only the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks get Over in a Flash. And then he has Saiyan Warrior Race with this Vegeta and Trunks. So, he's starting the turn at 66k defense. But remember, if we pick up 3 orbs, which we should be able to do once we've done this, he's going to get an extra 100%. And then, yeah, we only got 3 TEQ orbs overall. So he's going to get the extra 100% attack and defense. And then he's going to get the extra attack that has a medium chance to become a super. And he doesn't get the orbs when you pick up the... he doesn't get the defense when you pick up the orbs. So when it's his turn to attack, he's going to get that extra 100%. So he's going to go up to having, what, 134k, something like that. And then he's going to get the defense raise from his super attack effect. So that's going to put him up to, like, just over 150, 160k defense, basically. So, ideally, as with any stacker, we want him to get as many additional super attacks as possible so that he can start building up that, that defense. So, I guess we'll see how we get on here. So, the biggest problem he's probably got is that there's not really any Gotenks units at the moment that are super, like, on meta, like, really good. The super attack animation is pretty cool. But we only got a normal attack, and then he didn't additional from his hidden potential. So, 2.1 million for the attack stat, and then he took damage from a normal attack, which is not really ideal. Now, one thing that does have a little bit of good synergy, I guess, with him is on this team, because of Majin Vegeta's leader skill, we can run the TEQ Bulla as a support unit. And she obviously is a youth unit. So that means that when we eventually float her off, because I don't really want to do this, but when we float her... Actually, I guess we're going to kill him this turn, aren't we? So I might as well do that. When we float her off here, when she floats into the 3rd spot on that rotation with the 2 Gotenks, she's actually going to get the buff from the TEQ one, because she's a youth category unit. So her getting that little bit of an extra buff is quite good as well. Bulla, not a bad support unit to run on the Vegeta family team. The only downside is, like, her defense after her Easy A is, like, it's kind of mid. She, like, basically relies on her dodging ability, basically, to be good defensively. So, unsurprisingly, my Majin Vegeta, who is not Rainbow, did not kill the guy here with no links active. Surprise, surprise. But the friend, Majin Vegeta, who is Rainbow, is going to be able to finish him off. So, we go up against the Ninja Murasakis next. Obviously, these guys don't hit particularly hard outside of their super attacks. So, I think we should be good here. The Int Gotenks, still a pretty solid unit. What links do you guys share compared to the Super Saiyan 3 one? Let's have a look. Man, I hate it. Like, this is like the Cell Junior's Infinite Dragon Ball history, where there's like 50 million passive things coming up on the screen. So they share just the Innocence and Fused Fighter, whereas they obviously have Over in a Flash as well. So probably just do this. Now, we are going to be able to get all of the TEQ orbs for this TEQ Gotenks. So that is actually really good. So let's do this. Hopefully physical Gotenks doesn't throw and get absolutely annihilated in this spot here, because that is possible. But let's hope he doesn't do that, because we're going to get all of the buffs for this Gotenks. So with the 3 orbs, he gets the 100%, so he's going to go up to 160. Then he gets the 30% off of his super attack effect, so he's basically going to be close to 200. But we got all of the orbs, so hopefully he is actually going to get some additional super attacks on this turn. But let's see. Dodge. Oh, come on, Gotenks. You have built-in dodge. Oh, and he got stunned. Are we actually going to die now? Oh, keep dodging. Oh, that was close. 2 million. Okay. So, again. Alright, that's from the first one, I assume. Right? So, he should now get the second one as well. Which also converted into a super. And can we get the hidden potential? Oh, we don't. So, we got 3. Now, the problem is that doesn't prove or disprove whether you get both of the attacks from his passive. Because we might have got one of the attacks from his passive and then the hidden potential. But the only way we'll know for sure is if he attacks 4 times in one turn. If he attacks 4 times in one turn, then obviously we know that he is able to get all of those attacks in one go. Because as it currently stands, I genuinely don't know if you actually can do that or not. So, let me double check. Their defense from buff from their thing doesn't last for 2 turns, does it? No. There's not really much point using it on this turn. So let's go for you. And then we'll get Vegeta and Trunks to go for... Actually, we might as well get them to attack him as well. There's 7 orbs at the side, so let's keep those there. Oh, now Gotenks, he changes AGL orbs to TEQ, doesn't he? So if we grab, let me just double check. Is AGL orbs specifically, isn't it? Yeah. So if I grab all of these TEQ orbs and leave all the AGL ones, he'll change all of those into TEQ on the next turn. I should have healed. I don't know why I didn't heal, but I think we should be okay, right? We've got a Trunks on the team and we picked up 6 orbs with both the Majin Vegetas, so we should tank a super, especially after we've super attacked and raised our defense. But otherwise we could potentially be cutting this a bit close. I definitely should have healed at the start of the turn, but as long as we don't die. I guess we got the Icarus support memory go off as well, so we do have a bunch of extra defense on this turn. The main thing I want to see at the start of next turn is what the TEQ Gotenks' starting defense is now, because he super attacked 3 times on the previous turn, so he should have relatively decent defense, but I guess we will see. Majin Vegeta, we're attacking the physical one now, yeah, so not a lot of damage unfortunately, but we've got the extra support now as well, so this works out quite nicely. There are 6 TEQ orbs there, which is all we need to get. So if I grab these with Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, yeah, we might as well try and do extra damage to the physical one. And then let's get you to take you out, and then hopefully you're going to do the additionals. So what is his defense? Now it's at 120k start of turn. So we've almost doubled it since the last turn. Does Bulla give any defense with her support? I think she only gives attack, doesn't she? Yeah, so yeah, his defense has definitely increased quite significantly. So let's give him the 6 orbs, and then let's go for, we'll target you, I guess, and then we will heal here. Hopefully Buller doesn't throw by not dodging in the last slot, especially against the int enemy. But let's go ahead and see what he can do now. So I still want to see if we can attack 4 times in one turn, then it means we obviously do get all of those. We get both of those attacks from his passive. You would assume so because of the way it's worded, but I just want to actually see it in action. So 2.7 takes you out. There's the first attack. There's the second one, potentially. So do we do the hidden potential one as well? We still haven't done. God damn it. So I still can't tell 100%. I'm pretty sure that you do get all of them. But with mine having level 9 additional, that means for his first attack, the first passive additional and the second passive additional, that's 3 rolls of the 18% chance to get an additional from the hidden potential system. And we keep not getting it. So I can't tell if we're just being really unlucky or if we are legitimately just not able to get 4 attacks. So it's kind of frustrating. Actually, you know what? Let's just AoE and kill everybody. Well, he might not kill everybody. Well, actually, he does guarantee crit on his active skill, doesn't he? But I guess that's fair enough. So let's go for... just to go for you. And then... yeah, I guess we'll just keep attacking you, realistically. And then there's no point transforming Gotenks, because Gotenks only gets his buffs once you transform into Super Saiyan 3 for a certain amount of turns. So there's not really much point transforming him here, since we're floating him off. He's not going to come back for 3 turns anyway. So we'll go ahead and do this. We have General Blue as the next phase, who is int. So that could be a bit of a problem. Especially if this the TEQ Gotenks eats a super attack. And because we're going into a new phase as well, we can't preemptively line up a bunch of AGL orbs for him to transform into TEQ. Because that's the thing, right? He is completely reliant, if we want to get his full passive, on picking up TEQ orbs. So... alright, Margin for G is in slot 1. I guess I could just go ahead and use it. Yeah, see, look at that. There's no TEQ orbs, like, on the field at all. Yeah, that's really bad. Are we even going to be able to get 3 orbs? I don't want to have to use the Senzu Bean in case he seals me in the next turn, so I guess I can do this, because we're floating in the other Gotenks who can take his place. But yeah, look at this. We can't even get 3 orbs. So this is where this Gotenks is going to look really bad, because he's got 146k defense, but because we can't get 3 orbs, he's not going to get that extra 100% attack and defense, so he's only going to have he's going to get the 30% buff from his super attack, so he's going to have, like, what, 160, 170? So there is a large possibility that he gets us killed here. So I think for this Gotenks to be good, we need a new 200% team for, like, the Gotenks units, or, like, the youth units in general, that has all of the Gotenks units on it, but we need a new Gotenks, who's, like, a really good, like, slot 1 unit, potentially. And then I think this TEQ Gotenks could make a pretty decent, like, floating support unit for that team. But turns like this is where you're going to see him really get shown up. Yeah, look at that. Whew. Yeah, when you're not getting that extra buff, 200k from normal attacks, jeez. That's a pretty significant amount of damage right there. Alright, so let us use this, because I think we have to use it before we heal. So we'll go ahead and use that. Then we'll pop the heal and we'll put them in slot 1. And then I think that we'll just kill him this turn, right? So we don't even need to try and save a bunch of AGL orbs. Oh yeah, because we're going to get the Dokkan attack this turn as well. So yeah, he is straight up dead. So doesn't matter about saving TEQ orbs, because we are going to get a new field of orbs once we get onto the next phase. So if I hit all the nodes here, we should kill. Actually, General Blue, or Staff Officer Black is the last character, right? And he's AGL, so at least Gotenks has type advantage over him. But alright, so we take him out here with the Dokkan attack. And then we can move on. 8.6 million crit, that's pretty good. Alright, so we could go ahead and transform Gotenks. Does he have a chance to dodge? Actually, I guess we could just keep you in the first slot and put you here. Because if we transform with you, you should then pick up over in a flash. Yep. And then we're getting Saiyan Warrior Race from you. So we're 160k. So if I grab these, that gives the 6 orbs for Majin Vegeta. Then we get the 6 TEQ orbs for Gotenks. There we go. We actually get 9. But so that means we are going to get a pretty significant buff. So this is going to be his best turn. We'll make this the last turn. I think the problem with units like this is I feel like his role is probably going to be the most useful as a support unit. So then making him an infinite stacker, he loses some of that value. Because if you're floating him off in slot 3, then obviously he's getting a lot less turns where he gets to be on rotation. So he's not building up his defense as much. And see, even here, we picked up 9 orbs and he's at 2.7. Now, bear in mind, I should have said as well, specified at the beginning, mine has 2 dupes. I used a ton of my World Tournament tickets on the banner to try and get extra copies of him, and I only got 1, because I only had him at 69%. So yeah, I feel like he's a unit that maybe has some potential as a support unit for a future team that has a lot of like Gotenks units on it, but for the most part, I really don't feel like he's going to see a huge amount of play, which, to be perfectly fair, is pretty much the case for most World Tournament units at this point, right? So, but there you go. It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think of the TEQ World Tournament Gotenks down below. Did you pull him? Have you been grinding the World Tournament at all? Shout out to anybody that did come out to the stream. The fact that we made it for the full 12 hours, it was quite a ride. So let me know all your thoughts about this Gotenks and the World Tournament down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.